Welcome to Tecmo Tuesday, and welcome back to the continuation of the 2017 Cleveland Browns. I almost said 19 because I've been doing so many of the 1970s, 1990 seasons in the Tecmo Tuesdays. Now I'm doing the 2017 Browns. We're in Week 5. We're going to be playing against the Jets. And yes, I know that it says 2018 up on the screen there. That's because it's basically as if it would have been, the game would have been released as Tecmo 2018. It's the 2017 schedule and rosters. It's just how the how the sports titles are released for whatever reason. We are 1-3. We're not doing so hot, and we're coming off of a tough loss, a loss that would have put us a loss where a win would have put us right at 500, and we'd be like, okay, something to build on, some decent shape, 2 wins in a row. Nope, we lost, and we are now in a kind of a do-or-die moment here. We're going against another 1-3 team, the Jets, and this could be a turning point here, a bit of a crossroads. Do we, get back into respectability with a win and go up to 2-3, or do we fall to 1-4 and basically at that point, our foot is in the fucking bucket at that point? You don't make the playoffs when you're 1-4. This the only example I can think of anybody who was 1-4 made the playoffs, and I know I'm not like I don't memorize everything, but the Chargers of '92. I remember it very clearly because that was the first year I started watching football. And the Chargers started off 0-4, became the first team to do so and make the playoffs. Anyway. If I got kicked on my ass, but it's 3rd and 4. They've been running the ball every play. I'm going to pick a pass this time. I don't think they're going to go back to the ground. And I was wrong, and they ended up converting as a result, and they also got a big yardage out of it. I took the risk and dove. I don't like to dive. I'd say, get your head, take those extra couple of yards, especially on a big play like that where it's... Oh, come on! I got popcorned after getting a grip on him. I was alternating the buttons. Why was I doing that? You only need to do one button. And I had him. I was right on him. What the fuck else could I have done? Jermaine Curse with the touchdown. Josh McCown. Looking like Montana out there. And there you have it. Another touchdown given up on the first drive. That's how it usually goes, and like it usually does, we got carved up on the ground. That's just how, that's the formula. It's the formula. All right, let me just make sure everything is kosher here. I'm gonna use the first half as a barometer of whether or not I want to make any adjustments or changes to the playbook. I think I like what I've got for the most part. He had to make an adjustment, change his position a little bit there, but still, it landed in his hands. Nice job of pulling the pile with you. I mean, the pile was one guy. All right, 3rd down. I just want the first. Let's go to Vital. Get the yardage. Moving on to the next thing. Isaiah Crowell is 100% the MVP of this team so far this season. Most certainly on offense. And I don't know, there's not really, I wouldn't say anybody worth mentioning on D. You know what I'm gonna do too? I didn't do it last week. Usually at the quarter mark of the season, I'll go and take a look at the league leaders. I did not do that last week, so I was just too. I was done with the game. I was like, all right, I'm moving on to something else. Was very frustrated with the way the last game went down, so I didn't bother with that. This is, you know, guessing the play has been easily the most effective way of stopping anybody, and that is not something that you want to be, you know, your go-to. You don't want that to be, oh, he's going deep, he's got him, and he's, you know, he caught a pass when he was blanketed. Why wouldn't he catch it when he's wide open? So there you have the end of the first quarter. It's a tie game, but they are moving the ball on us. I gotta find another defender here. I'm not... The Peppers? You know, they've been effective with the run and the pass. Got to get a turnover. Got to get something. Can't stop a pass or a run. Other than that, we're in pretty good shape. And another touchdown given up. Matt Forte's has been carving us up. Just absolutely slicing and dicing his way through our defense. And they get the ball through the air, no problem when they need it. Usually they just chuck it up to Curse. That's been the way to do it through the air. Just old school, you know, run sets up the pass. You've got, you know, a mediocre quarterback, mediocre at best quarterback in Josh McCown. That's one way to do it. And here's one way to do it on offense is have your special team set you up with a really nice kick return. I love this play. That play it just works almost every time. And it took us into the end zone here. Well, we might have scored with a little bit too much time. But, you know, I'm not going to apologize for a touchdown, that's for sure. Our defense has to get in the game at some point and do something. Just wait, this 3 minutes, we might be able to get the ball back. We should be able to get the ball back. I mean, either we luck out and get a stop, or, you know what? Yeah, that... Yeah, Tecmo time moves fast. And these guys have been, you know, they're not scoring right away either every time. They're... Oh my God, McCown is scrambling for almost a first down, 8 yards. He was in trouble back there, and he still got away and ran. I don't know if Josh McCown's ever ran for 10 yards. Or was, you know, anywhere near as elusive as he was right there. And he didn't get the first down. All right, come on, guys. Here's a chance to actually get a stop. I'm calling the run up the middle. It seems to be what they do. Yes! I gotta pat myself on the back for that one. I snuffed it out. I knew, you know, it was like... You had to know they were gonna be running. I thought they'd go up the middle. The AI tends to do that. But this is a ROM that has made a lot of adjustments, and holy fuck, what a punt that was. Just don't fumble it. Jesus Christ. On the 5. Alright, we don't have a lot of time. We gotta get down quickly. We can't take a sack back here, and oh, fuck! And we definitely can't do that. That was the last thing I wanted to do, but what the hell was I gonna do? I couldn't, take a sack. And now, after finally getting a nice stop on defense, we give them the ball 1st and goal after one play. Oh, shit. Alright. That worked out okay. If we can get a stop here, if they can kill a lot of time on this one play, and they shouldn't, they should be running the ball. Fumble it. Yeah, they got... If it goes under 30 seconds, they kick a field goal. Although, again, I don't know how this AI operates. Alright, we lucked out. Gotta hand it to the defense. They were put in a shitty spot. And we only gave up 3. That's not bad. That is a win for the defense for sure. So 2 straight possessions, 2 straight stops. Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. I meant to go out of bounds right there at the last second. I kind of changed my mind. I said, I'm going to try to take this out because this guy can return the ball. No. So Deshaun Kaiser has been having a horrible game. Only 13 yards passing, an interception, a terrible interception. But, I mean, like, he was fucked back there. I had to throw it to somebody. You can't throw the ball away. You can't just chuck it out of bounds. So, you know, you're fucked there. Isaiah Crowell's having an amazing game. He's been the backbone of the offense again. You know, it's been, you know, the big difference has been the passing game. They've been able to connect, and we haven't. We've only ran the ball 4 times. I guess so. We've only ran it 4 times. They've ran it 13 and gotten almost as many yards as we have. So, you know, we have a better average, but they've definitely had the time of possession. They've been controlling the pace of the game, and they also, you know, that fucking turnover. Huge. I mean, even if we drove down and got a field goal, that would have been a huge win, especially considering how far back we were. And again, we have to go... We're going to have to travel here, unless we can... Just don't fumble it. Oh, my God. You know, these fumbles, they happen way too often on kickoff returns. I meant to not do that, but... Oops. Play is almost always good for like 7 or 8 yards. In this case, a touchdown. So we got the lead back. I mean, who am I kidding? We've got the lead for the first time. Which is a lot, you know, considering how bad it could have been with that interception. I thought for sure we were going to be down 21-14 at the half. As soon as he caught that pass, that interception, I thought he was going to actually take it to the house. But, you know, hey, moving on here. Can't be thinking about that shit too much. Oh, he's faking it. Shit, I bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Just about caught him by the feet. Ugh. Why'd I do that? So many missed tackles back there. We had a chance to get him at the line of scrimmage. Said it's a 5-yard gain. Alright, nice. Come on, guys. Make sure you get him. There we go. Knock them back to basically about where they were. Ah, I did it again! Oh shit, he's running it. He does not have it. He doesn't. Alright, let's see if he goes for it. If they go for it. No, they're kicking it. Alright, so we are guaranteed to maintain the lead. And we got a chance because there are no 2-point conversions. Even though this is 2017, this ROM does not have the 2-point conversion. We almost, hey, they hit the upright. We almost got away with one there. We would have gotten the ball straight away, but now we got to drive it down here. But a touchdown will give us an 8-point lead, and a 2-score lead would be amazing. All right, let's give it to Vital. I don't think we've done that yet. We've thrown a pass to him, but he hasn't run the ball, and there's a reason for it. He's slow as fuck, but hey, good for him. He's big boy. He can knock down some people. That was a great job by the offensive line. Knocking people down, giving them the lanes. Got a first down out of it. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. And he got it! Holy fuck! Kill some time, touchdown. That was not to show off. I was not showboating and showing up the opponents. I was just trying to knock some time off the clock. Because now we have a 2-score lead, and the time is our friend. We are about to enter the 4th quarter. Gotta kick the extra point, too, by the way. You go up 28-20 officially because I missed an extra point in this, but simply by the, you know, the mechanic of the kicking game is different in this Tecmo ROM. All right, so we're entering the fourth quarter here. I'm sure it's gonna be two-down territory. Two-down territory. It's gonna be four-down territory for these guys. Even though a field goal will make it a two-score game, I think they'll go for it no matter what. It's just the way Tecmo's programmed. Although, again, you know, it's like, it's just a different game. That was a nice job by the D. And I'll let him fucking do it again this time. Oh, he went, fucking dumped it off. And it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. I'm picking a run down the left side. They went, oh, they play faked. All right, incomplete. They're definitely going for it here, though, aren't they? They're punting it. All right. Wow, it's 4th and 1. This is a terrible decision. 4 minutes left. You gotta go for it. Hey, I'm not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm taking it. Okay. Let's do this. Look at that line. Look at that offensive line just shoving them back. And then dragging a couple people down. We getting the clock moving. Let's give it to Vital again. Give Kroll a rest. I mean, he's been working his ass off in this game. Look at that. Once again, offensive line doing well today. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they're pushing so well. They have not gotten this much, wins in the trenches as they have all season, and this front four of the Jets is pretty good. Or front three. That's how it goes in. That's how it is in Tecmo. So that was a huge touchdown. That gives us a major cushion. Now it's a 3-score game with 2:40 left. Basically, say, barring some insane miracle, and I there is no barring anything in Tecmo, and Tecmo's nuts. They should not have time for a big rally here. The big thing in the second half that I did differently. You know what? I'll talk about this more after the game. I don't want to fuck with it. I do not want to jinx it. I've had enough hardships this season. You can do this all day with this dink and dunk stuff. Even if I was only up 2 scores, I'd be more than okay with this. Ah! I did it again. I kept going back and forth with the fucking, with the tapping. You don't need to do that shit. Nice job. Coley with the sack. 2nd and 1.5 miles. All right, got the block. Blitz. And another sack. Coley is having a day here. At least he's having a quarter. And now they're going for it. It's desperation. I can't even see where the first down marker is. And that closes it out. Alright, I'm not giving the ball to Kroll again. I'm not risking an injury here when we're up 35-20 with 16 seconds left. Give it to Vital. Give him some potential stat padding, and that is the game. I'm disappointed in this ROM that doesn't have the music here to end the game. But holy shit, look at that. 231 yards rushing for Kroll. He's with 267 total with rushing. We didn't even get to 100 yards passing, but we didn't need to. We were moving the ball on the ground. Kaiser did pick up his completion percentage in the second half, though, big time. It was definitely noticeable, and there wasn't there were no more interceptions. That's the other thing. So, like I was gonna say before, the big thing I did differently in the second half was I exclusively called run plays. I guess run plays for defensively, and it slowed down the running game because even though I wasn't guessing right every time. I did guess right quite a bit, but the main difference was whenever you call a run play on defense, your defense plays against the run. They have more guys up front. They're ready for it. It's easier to stop other runs. That's just by the positioning. They are ready for runs, even if they don't guess it right. So I was stopping their strength. And even though they were doing well with the passing game, even when guys are covered, it wasn't going to work every time. So they had a much harder time moving the ball on offense. Definitely a much better second half than first half. So that win was massive. It keeps us alive because really 1-4, you are fucked, and it becomes a whole different ball game at that point. So we'll simulate the rest of week number 5. We'll take a look at the standings and the league leaders and such. We didn't do that the last time, even though that was kind of the routine. We'll change it up a little bit this season just because I failed to carry on the tradition. So we got a few more games here to simulate, and that will do it. So let's take a look at the standings here. Patriots are in a bit of a tighter race than you would think. 3-2 with the Dolphins at 2-3. And Bills and Jets 1-4. And here we are, 2-3. We're in the middle of things. I can't believe the Ravens, who they beat the piss out of us, they have lost all 4 of their other games. But you got the Bengals up there at 4-1, Steelers at 3-2. Titans are the class of the AFC here. They're 5-0. Even the Jaguars are 4-1. The Jaguars were good that year. They were good. They made it to the AFC title game. Then you got the Chargers at 4-1. The Broncos are behind them at 3-1. They had a bye, so they don't have a chance to tie them. In the East, the Cowboys 5-0. It doesn't look like much competition in the East, at least not as of right now. Bears, Lions, and Vikings are all within a game of each other in the North. Black and blue division, of course. Panthers are 4-1. It's similar to the AFC West. They're a half game above the Falcons, who had a bye. And Tampa's 3-2. Nobody in this division has a losing record. And then in the West, you've got the Cardinals at 3-2, tied with the Seahawks, and the Rams are right behind them at 2-3. So let's take a look at the league leaders. Okay, passing. We're not going to be doing so hot there. This is rating. Quarterback rating is. Oh yeah, okay. We're not in the conversation. Oh wait, 18th, Deshaun Kaiser. Not terrible. Yardage is where I think we're going to be low. Are we even on this list? There we are, 18th. So again, we are in the lower part of the middle of the pack in both yards and quarterback rating. Receiving, all right. So first, it's Coleman with 8 catches. He is 6th. He's a far gap though from the top 5. About if you add 100% of his catches, he still hasn't reached the top 5. So that's a class all on its own. And look at that. Of course, the top 2 are motherfuckers in our division, with Green and Macklin atop that list. And they are also at the top of the list in yardage. Coleman's in 6th place with 436 yards. Only 130 yards behind the leader. So it's quite a tight list there in that department. As far as rushers go, there's Kroll right there at 604. This is nuts. We only 5 games into the season. Le'Veon Bell is almost at 1,000 yards rushing. He averages 14 yards a carry. Oh, God. And yeah, that's right. We've got to play against the Steelers. That sucks. Punting, we always outshine everybody in that department. He only has 1 punt. I really did not think our offense was only getting a punt in 5 games. I did not think that. In the sack department, because I do not rush the passer up the middle, don't get too many of these. And yeah, I did not see a single brown on the list. It's all right. All right, and look at that. Lewis, 18 kick returns, 30 yards per return. Has not taken it to the house yet, but you know what? Nobody has. Punt returns, this one isn't going to be as strong. 13th for Johnson, 6.5 yards. Definitely a lower average, but it's just the nature of the beast. Interceptions. I don't. We don't have. We got. Yeah, McCourty has 2, and so does Collins. So, hey, not bad. Not bad. And total points. Oh yeah, Beast Mode was a Raider. I remember that time. And there's Kroll right there in 6th with 54 points, tied with a whole shitload of people. All these other guys who mostly have scored touchdowns, the same amount of touchdowns as him. So that'll do it for week number 5. Next week, what is going on? We are... Where in the fuck are we? Oh, we're 3rd game right there against Houston. For some reason I started with the first game. I went all the way to the end and then came backwards. I don't know why I decided to do that. But there it is. Let's take a look at the updated. Not the updated. I wanted to see how the Texans were. They're 1-4. So, I don't want to underestimate any opponents, but hey, we just beat the Jets, who fell to 1-4. We got the Texans here at 1-4. These are teams we gotta beat. We gotta get well against. Are these weaker teams? So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if we can, get to 500 here. If we can win, we at least salvage things a little bit further. A loss is bad. Whenever you have a losing record, it's like almost always a must win. But there is a huge difference between being 3-3 and 2-4. So we'll see how it goes next week. So thanks for watching. I'll see you then.